Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What you just seen was the main menu screen for a game that I would like to exist and create because I will trademark this game idea as my own. I want to explain what the game is. I want to show you what the game is and what it will be about. So, Ultimate Horror will be a survival horrific online game, and it will be consist of survivors and killers, kind of like Dead by Daylight, but not really. I've gotten inspiration from games like Dead by Daylight, Friday 13th, and many other games with game creators to get inspiration to make the game for this game idea. So basically, the Ultimate Horror is a game where you can play as either killer or survivor, because you have to have a killer. The killers consist of, well, one of a killer I created called I'm Not Crazy. He's a guy who wears a mask. He's kind of a YouTube thing I do. And a staple face guy, which you saw on the main menu screen is a staple face. And multiple other killers to come that are random killers. They don't have any background or jurisdiction except for I'm Not Crazy. I want the killers to kind of look freakish or, whatever you guys like. And survivors are also random side, kind of like Dead by Daylight, where the survivors and killers are different. But there is a major difference between this game and, Dead by Daylight, which we did take a lot of inspiration from Dead by Daylight, but it's not the same game, guaranteed. It's just we got a lot of inspiration from that game because we enjoyed it so much that we decided to invent this game. And I think it's way better with a mix of a lot of different things. It's a game all its own. It's different than any other game that you're gonna pick up and play that is a horror game. So this maps are featured in a gated neighborhood, a gated community neighborhood, which is every map, every gate, because instead of generators or cars or boats that you escape in, like any other game like this, you escape by collecting 10 keys, and every game consists of 5 survivors and 1 killer. Now, to go ahead and make it more terrifying, we decided that every survivor is first person and the killer is third person, so you can just randomly look behind you and see the killer behind you, and it freaks you out. To get the keys, you must complete puzzles and achieve puzzles and get the puzzles done to escape. So 5 players, 10 keys, and completing the puzzles are not easy. They're like, I guess, for example, to give you a good idea, they'd be like Resident Evil kind of puzzles that you must complete to get the key to escape the community. Each player must obtain 10 keys. And when you have all 10 keys, you escape. Simple as that. The killer, however, how does it work for killing and hitting and everything else? Well, there's also many. I want to go over how survivors can hide or protect themselves. You can hide in closets. You can lock your door, but he can bash through the door if he hits hard enough. He has to run back. Whoever's the killer has to rush at the door and breaks it open. And survivors can hide under tables, desks, and all kinds of stuff, and beds. Anything that you can hide under, you can hide under. It's absolutely incredible. Okay. And the first person aspect is so that you are more terrified whenever you see the killer. That's the whole point. You're looking right around. The killer could be right behind you. You don't know until you look behind you. There is no sensor or any detection or any music to know that the killer is with you until he hits you, because we want to create a real, like a real actual horror aspect as if you were the survivor in a horror movie or something. And I think we really achieve it with the way we'll go about doing this game, and I think you guys really think it's pretty awesome and a fun game to play. As the killer, you get to choose different weapons, and as a survivor, you can defend yourself. You can stun the killer with guns. There are guns, knives, that you can set little traps that the killer can get caught in. The killer is very OP, somewhat. So we also want to have survivor things that are OP. There are upgrades that you can buy and purchase for either survivor or killer to advance them as well. And as for the killer has to, if he just has to hit you 3 times, and then you can go down, and instead of throwing you on a hook, he actually kills you. Kills you. But it's very difficult because the killer has to hit the player so many times. So he has to hit you 3 times, and it's very easy to get away. So with this as an aspect, it actually makes it work out for able to survive enough and not get killed enough. There is healing in this game to heal yourself from hits, but it's also very difficult, I think. And yeah, so that's basically how the game will work. You know, puzzles, and I think it would be very fun for people. Run around as killer or survivor, and that's the basis of game idea that I have right now. And I think people would love it. I think it would really. And there is dark areas. There's like really black areas, and you get like a freaking lighter, and you light it, and it creates fire, and you get to run around a whole gated neighborhood, a whole neighborhood, going from house to house looking for keys. Uh, you know, and I think people like it. I think people like it. That's all I'm saying. I think people like it. So. So, and that's all we got for right now, for the game's ideas. So, let me know what you guys think, and if you would play it. The comments below, and yeah. I think it blow a lot of these other games out of the water. That about does it for me. I'm Brock Kevin. I'm out here. See you later.